Go.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So, again, I'm Robert Rowley. I'm the director for the Maricopa County Department of Emergency Management. And to finish off our exercise, I'm going to go through as one of the people pretending to be an evacuee from the 10-mile emergency planning zone. And in my case, I am playing a character named Brett Brannon from Buckeye. My character is hard of hearing, so we're going to see if they order me up a sign language interpreter to help me get through the process.
Cart services.
Yeah, cart services. So, and I also want to check on my aunt's situation, and I have her name is Mary Braun, and hopefully through the registration process they'll be able to tell me what's happened to her if she's been evacuated. So, without talking about it any longer, let's go.
All right.
I'll get you a...
What? No, you weren't supposed to hear that. Just approach me again.
Okay, welcome. Please proceed through the process.
What did you say?
Please,
I can't hear very well.
excuse me, please. Carte, can I get the sign language monitor, please? Or interpreter, I'm sorry. He's hard of hearing.
Oh, do you know sign?
No, I just can't hear very well. I don't have my hearing aid.
Okay, so you guys just have to speak because if he doesn't know sign language, then he's not going to understand me.
Thank you.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, please proceed here. Let me see if I can get a guide for you. Have a guide? Is there a guide?
Yeah, right here.
He's hard of hearing. Yeah, he doesn't have his hearing aids. Would you please help him through the process?
Sure. Let me get you a wristband. Okay, we're going to get this wristband.
What's this for?
This is to show that you're okay and you're good to go. They're just going to get you registered inside.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
So what you're going to do
Hey
is
guys,
follow
take off your purple
the
vest.
green cones all the way up, and they'll get you registered inside, okay?
We're
Thank
gonna
you.
go back to registration.
Proceed to the top. Follow the cones all the way there. You're welcome.
I know you reason and you go, I told you.
I don't know how to sign language. I've been watching you guys.
Hi. Our registration line is right through here.
Okay.
If you can queue up, they'll help you at the end of the line.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to entertain any questions if anybody's got them?
If anybody has any questions,
While this video isn't so
I'd be more than happy to.
quiet.
We are next in line.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. There's a gentleman over here with a green card. If you'd like to step right over there, he'd be more than happy to get your information.
Thank you.
Sure.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. I am here to help the registration process. So I'm going to answer some questions and enter them to the computer, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I get your last name?
Brannon.
Could you spell that, please?
Brannon.
Thank you. First name?
Brett with 2 T's.
Brett, you have a middle initial?
I don't.
Okay. Can I get your date of birth, please?
July 22nd,
Go ahead
1970.
and go down this table to public health. I'll have some more questions for you. You're welcome.
I'm sorry, 1964 or
74.
Already.
July 22nd, 1974.
Thank you, sir. Brett, can I get your address, please?
Address is 36124 West Lower Buckeye Road.
Buckeye.
Tonopah,
That's in Tonopah, Arizona. Can I get the zip code, please?
85354.
Brett, do you have a home phone number?
Yes, it's 602-273-1411.
Can you receive a text message there?
No, I cannot.
Okay. Do you have
Oh,
a work-
yes, I can.
You can at
I
that,
can.
that phone number you just gave me, okay? Work phone number?
602-273-1412.
Thank you. And how about a cell phone?
My home phone is the same thing.
Okay, same. And you can get a text there as well, I'm assuming, okay? Let me just put that in as well. Okay, Brett, do you need any special services? Do you need shelter for the night?
No, I don't need any special services. I don't need a shelter. But I was wondering if I could check and see if my aunt has come through here and if she's okay.
Okay. I will enter that comment in. Do you have your aunt's name and phone number?
I don't have her phone number, but her name is Mary Braun. B-R-A-U-N.
Okay. And you don't have any animals to take care of?
No.
I just want to double check. He's looking for his aunt who may be in the building, but he does not know her phone number, so is there anything we can do for you?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to fill out help to work with them, and then I would go to the Red Cross. The Red Cross is going to be able to work with you and identify any members for you, and we'll go down. All right. Okay. All right, welcome.
Good, Brett, I've got all the information I need from you.
Okay.
Public health. See you later.
Okay, they need to leave your house. You're 34,430 West Road. You're outside the road. It's not right, isn't it? So based on your age, by the time you get to be about 40, all thyroid people fills up and all the stuff is just normal.
So right now we're standing in line for Maricopa County Department of Public Health, and they're going to tell me whether or not I'm going to need to take potassium iodine. And potassium iodide is a radiological contamination countermeasure with the idea that it will flood your thyroid with non-contaminated iodine and thereby make it difficult for radiologically contaminated iodine to get into your thyroid. Behind me, up there on the map, is a map of the 10-mile emergency planning zone, and the highlighted area is the area, the hypothetically evacuated area for this exercise. And so I have a sector that I live in. I'm going to tell them where I live. They're going to see if I'm in one of the areas that need to get potassium iodide issued to them.
Especially back in the 80s.
Alright, since you're like, do you know how they got their name? So I don't know. That's the registration. And then you
Finish up the documentation on the last person?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, what is your name, sir?
My name is Brett Brannon.
I'm going to direct you over to the young lady in the orange vest, and she will help you find the Red Cross.
Brett Bannon?
Brannon.
Brannon. Okay. Brett, do you know where you were at the time of the evacuation?
I was at my house. I know I live in C4.
You know you live in C4, okay. Well, you were actually in the area at the time of exposure. But because of your age, usually folks 40 and over, your thyroid's pretty full already because of just the air we breathe every day. So the risk of radioactive iodine actually filling your thyroid is almost zero. So KI isn't indicated at this time for you.
Remember where you were at the time of
What
the
if I really wanted it?
Then I can give it to you.
Okay, but it's not recommended?
Well, so it's not necessary to take it because your thyroid is primarily full already, and that's why we're giving it, is so that the bad iodine doesn't fill, the radioactive iodine doesn't fill your thyroid. If you really want it, we can give it to you.
Okay.
And it won't harm you as long as you're not allergic to anything that you know of.
Okay, well, as long as you don't think I need it, I won't take it.
Okay. However, I can give you some information that will explain that for you.
I would appreciate that.
Okay. And there you go.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you like some M&Ms anyway? That usually seems to be the big question.
Okay, you want some?
I'm good.
Okay, you're welcome.
You guys want plain, caramel, or president?
Hello.
Hi.
Have you completed the registration process?
I have.
Okay. Do you need any further assistance, such as housing or transportation?
I don't need housing or transportation, but I was trying to find out if my aunt had come through here and if she's okay.
Did you give her name to the registrar?
I did. They said I should check with Red Cross.
Okay, well, let's come over here to the Red Cross organization and
Okay. Hi.
Hi, I'm Jill.
Hi, I'm Brett Brannon.
Nice to meet you, Brett. How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to find out if my aunt, Mary Braun, is okay.
Okay. Do you live in the area that was evacuated?
I do.
You do. Okay. And do you have shelter tonight, or do you need to stay at one of our shelters?
I have shelter.
You do have shelter. So basically, you're just wondering about your aunt.
Yeah, just wondering if she's okay, if she can come through here.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any other issues that you?
That's it.
No health issues or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Well, why don't you have a seat here for just a minute?
Okay.
And there's a gentleman in this works with Safe and Well, which is a program here at the Red Cross has to reunite relatives, and he can get to work on trying to help you find your aunt.
Okay.
Okay? Can you just water?
I'm good. Thank you.
See, keep an eye out too.
So, at this point, they're going to run me through the Red Cross's Safe and Well program. And when Red Cross processes people who are going into shelters, they get their information entered into this national system so that family members across the country can check in with their loved ones in an area that had something happen and see if they're okay. So that is our process right now, as soon as somebody's ready.
the gentleman right here will help you with that.
Okay. To assist you with your dialysis.
And are you staying in the shelter, or are you just trying to find a relative?
I'm not. Just trying to find a relative.
And the bus is right out this door.
The program we have is called Safe and Well.
Oh.
And basically, you go onto this website here,
Am I gonna die?
and you register the information, your information.
Very good.
They go onto the website, and it connects up, and you know each other.
El doctor dice que no.
How will she know how to do this?
If she's in a shelter, they will help her.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Is that a program you're interested
Okay.
in?
Thank you.
That would be great.
Gracias.
Okay.
Gracias.
Can I get your name?
Sure. My name is Brett. 2 T's. Brannon.
Age?
Yes.
42.
I sure am.
42. And you're not staying in a shelter?
Last name.
Anna?
But you're in the Safe and Well program. I'll take this card back because I'm still doing it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Age?
And just out the door.
Yeah, we're done.
You can go get another assignment again?
I think I'm the last one.
Okay. Excellent.
Thanks. All right, and this gentleman will collect my persona, and that is the process of running through a reception and care center. Not too long. What was that, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, somewhere around there?
So we had the question from Lindsay that says, animals are welcome at the RCC. How do you address livestock?
Right. So, what happens with livestock during an evacuation? Livestock is generally going to remain in place until we get an order from the Arizona Department of Agriculture and to determine what sort of measures need to be taken and what level the contamination is. The problem is the threat of additional contamination if you move large numbers of livestock out of an evacuated area. So it's a bit more of a complicated question, difficult to answer unless we have the exact situation to base it off of.
Okay. And then we just got another comment from Robert that says, looks like a successful event.
Well, yes, I believe it is. It's this event, we do it twice a year, pretty much every year. We've got it down to the numbers. Matter of fact, this exercise, a little inside baseball on what we go through when we set up these exercises. There were some initial setup issues that they had to adapt to when they got here. So the entire RCC here is configured differently than what was originally planned, based on the situation. And also, just a little while ago during the exercise, they shut off the internet here to see how well they would be able to cope with setting up our backup satellite data connection. So that was interesting. And right now you're hearing that they're calling the end of the exercise behind me. And so that's going to wrap us up for today. So that's the timing couldn't have been more perfect.